When you think of the best shooting guards in the NBA, what do you go to first? Do you go to a guy like Anthony Edwards who's capable of slamming it on anyone he sees? Or maybe you think about who can play defense at a high level like Dyson Daniels. Maybe you go to Donovan Mitchell, one of the best shot creators the NBA has seen. Well, what if I told you you could have all of that and more? In this Endgame NBA 2K25 build, your player really can do it all. What's up guys, it's Nathan, and today I'm going to be bringing you the best endgame shooting guard build in NBA 2K25. Let's get right into it. You're going to make him, of course, at 6'4". We're going to make him a wingspan of 6'6". This is so we can get the three-point shot up to 96 specifically for Shifty Shooter Hall of Fame and Limitless Range Hall of Fame. We're going to put the weight at 208 just so we can get up to 82 strength. Now let's get into it. But first, like and subscribe for more like this. I think it's best to start at shooting since this is, a shooting guard build. And this build's going to be made with the mindset that you have 17 cap breakers. It is a very important build for endgame. So if you have at least 17 cap breakers, you can make this. We're going to get this three-pointer all the way up to 91. This is so you can put 5 cap breakers on this later. And this is very important. Three-point shot is very expensive on many builds that are not center sized. This is where you're going to put your first set of 5 cap breakers. Now with this in mind, as well as agility, you're going to be able to get Deadeye up to Hall of Fame. Limitless Range will be up to Hall of Fame. Set Shot Specialist will also be Hall of Fame. And we can't see it right now, but with the agility we put on this, we will be able to get Shifty Shooter also up to Hall of Fame. Very important badges, very important for shot creation I have found this year, is being able to hit off the dribble shots. This is going to make you a weapon on offense. To round out the shooting, we are just going to put free throw up to a 71. The next thing I usually prioritize in my builds is defense, so let's go to that next. Perimeter defense is what I'm going to be giving the most focus on with this build. I originally had to draft this with higher steal than perimeter, but I figured with a lower steal rating, you can still get the job done. So let's get right into this. Perimeter defense, we're going to put all the way up to a 90 and then put 2 more cap breakers here. So far we are up to 7 cap breakers. I will go over badges here shortly when we get the physicals up because they're very important. But essentially, you're going to get a lot of gold badges with this. Currently, we got Challenger Silver, On Momentus Silver, Big Dodger Gold, Off Ball Pest Hall of Fame. Let's go to Steel next. You're going to put this up to 79. At the 75 rating, you are going to get better animations on steals. So that's an important threshold that isn't explicitly told to you in the game. The next badge threshold for Steel is at 79. Which gets you Silver Glove. These aren't going to be things you can spam in the game, but you can definitely pick some lanes every once in a while and get some deflections going with a 79 steal. And believe it or not, that is basically it on the defense. With the addition of other attributes, interior defense will eventually get up to 52, so let's just plop that there right now. Next, I want to go to the playmaking. Now, this is something I had to go back and forth on. How much pass accuracy is really important, and at the end of the day, I figured this is a strictly shooting guard build, not a point guard. So I have no problem putting the pass accuracy as low as 71. You get Silver Dimer, which is very solid, Break Starter Bronze, which is not very important on this kind of build because we do not have much rebound. But 71 can definitely get the job done if you aren't making stupid passes. Now let's go to ball handle. Ball handle is another very important attribute to put up. We're going to put this all the way up to 87. And then we'll put 5 more cap breakers on right here. 92 ball handle gets you the most meta animations in the game, as well as handles for days gold. Strong handle will eventually be gold when we put the strength on, and unpluckable gold. Unpluckable isn't a great badge this year, but it's better to have it at gold than silver. But honestly, most importantly, you are doing this for the animations, and I think most people would know that at this point. Speed with ball, we are going to put up to an 86 for that gold lightning launch. Darius Garland dribble style is very good this year, and you unlock that at 85, I believe. Just put 1 more on for the badge, and there you go. That's all you need. Now we're going to go to finishing. Driving dunk is going to be the most important attribute in this category for you. Once you get by your guy with your playmaking, you'll be able to finish incredibly strongly with a very high driving dunk. We're going to put it at 92 to start, and then you will put one more cap breaker on it. You will eventually be able to get posterizer gold with this, with the correct vertical and the additional cap breaker. Now you do kind of want to round out your layup because 72 isn't super great. We're going to go up to 80, which gets you these badges, and physical finisher will eventually be on silver, which is a big upgrade from bronze and no badge. Definitely another important one when you are trying to finish at the rim. Lastly, let's head on down to the physicals. Now this is very important. You do not want to skip out on physicals on your build, I think, especially with guards. So let's put the speed up to an 88, and this is where your last 4 cap breakers will go, totaling to 17 altogether. You will do this along with agility. You will be getting Hall of Fame slippery off ball, which helps a whole lot if you play a lot of off ball, which if you are a guard, you are going to be playing a lot of off ball. It is important that you learn this skill, as most people in random rec do not do this. They just run to the ball or run to the paint. But if you can space the floor and move on the off ball, you'll have a great time. Agility, we are also going to put up to 88 for this reason. You need 88 agility for slippery off ball Hall of Fame, along with the 92 speed, and this will help you play defense very, very well. You'll be able to stick to guys, along with your high perimeter defense. With the agility this high, this will also help your shifty shooter get up to Hall of Fame. Pick dodger is on gold, and on-ball menace with the cap breakers will also be on gold. This is a very good perimeter defending badge. Now with strength, we are going to be putting it all the way up to its max that we have for our height and weight and wingspan, which is an 82. This unlocks immovable enforcer silver. This badge is decent. It's a good upgrade to gold, but I don't feel it's worth it because it only procs when the offensive player runs straight into you on the perimeter. This is why I said on-ball menace is a better badge. This helps with defending them more laterally. Strength of 82 also helps your strong handle get up to gold and your physical finisher get up to silver. As we already mentioned, these are very good badges. Lastly, we have vertical, which will be put all the way up to an 80. And this unlocks Aerial Wizard. With the cap breaker, it will unlock Posterizer Gold, and I believe it unlocks a few animations in the dunk department. So altogether, this is the build. Actually, it's not. I lied. I forgot one thing. You want 40 standing dunk to have the minimal standing dunk package. This is important. Odd cases where you are kind of running under the rim and get a dunk off, I believe it procs the standing dunk instead of a layup. And then we've got one more point to just put wherever. I decided to put it on standing dunk. It really doesn't matter. And altogether, these are the badges as of currently. As you see, it's a lot of silver badges and quite a few gold badges. But with the cap breakers put in place, a lot of these will be put up to at least gold, if not higher. It will be a strong build in the things you ideally want to place an emphasis on at the shooting guard position. Now for takeovers, you get a lot of takeovers. I believe it's 21. Someone can count for me in the comments if you would like. There's a few of these I would recommend personally. If you want to focus more on your playmaking and being able to get by your guy, I would go with Flash. It ups your ball handle, speed, and speed with ball. And perhaps more importantly, it gives you the Blur Takeover ability, which enhances the ability to drive by defenders, making it easier to get to the rim. If you want to really lock down on defense, I would probably recommend the Nuisance Takeover, which boosts your perimeter defense, your strength, and your agility. And with the cap breakers, you would end up at a 99 perimeter defense at the highest level. You also unlock the takeover ability of Vice. This stonewalls ball handlers into more forced stops, pickups, and fumbles when bodying them up. This is a very good, safe perimeter defense badge, as opposed to Spoiler, which helps with steals. In my personal experience, it does not seem to help that much. If you want to be able to shoot from half court, I would probably recommend Satellite. This boosts your three-pointer, your midi, and your speed. And with the cap breakers in mind, at the highest level, you would end up with a 99 three-pointer and a 99 speed. However, probably most importantly, is the takeover ability Deep Bomber. This extends your shooting ability well beyond the three-point line. And trust me, I play with a point guard who has this on. It's almost automatic for him from deep. From very deep. We're talking like 35 feet or deeper. He's very efficient with those. The last takeover I would recommend is Slice. This takeover helps your meter dunks, as you can see with the takeover ability of Poster Machine. I have used this takeover on many of my forward builds, and it is very nice. At the highest level with cap breakers in mind, you would end up with 99 driving dunk, 99 speed, and 95 agility. And while this one can be extremely effective, my personal preference would probably be for Flash. Not only does this boost a physical attribute, and probably the most important one in this game with speed, it also helps all of the other facets of your offense. If you're getting by your defender, they're going to play off of you and you can shoot threes more easily. If you can get by them, of course you can finish at the rim with ease with your gold posterizer. And of course, to make you more unpredictable in offense, you can throw in some shot creation. Throwing in hop jumpers, spin jumpers, and fades will help with your variety offensively. But any of the 4 takeover builds I have mentioned are all very, very good. And by the end of it, you will have shades of J.R. Smith, Donovan Mitchell, and Jalen Green. And you will end up with the name of a two-way inside-out ISO creator. This name is a little misleading because with an 81 mid-range shot, you can definitely do some mid-range shot creation. And very quickly, I will show you some animations I have put on in the test builder. The jumper I've put on is Norman Powell base, Darius Garland upper release 1, and Oscar Robertson upper release 2. Release speed is all the way maxed. I put it at a 30-70 blend in favor of the Big O, and visual cue is personal preference, but I usually go toward push. The dunks I have put on in the builder are clutch baseline reverses off 2, contact dunks off 2, small contact dunks off 2. We have gone with uber athletic tomahawks off 1, and contact dunks off 1. There are more I would recommend, but you cannot access them in the builder, something I hope they fix next year once you unlock those animations in my career. This is just silly. Standing dunks, just put on the 2-hand under basket regular at 40 standing dunk. Signature dunks, I have put on Devin Booker and Malik Monk. And finally for alley-oops, just put all of them on that you can really. I have put on all the regular alley-oops and all of the contact alley-oops that I have available to me. Another good one I hear is City Alley-oop Flashy, so I'll just put that on real quick. And lastly, these are the animations I have gone with. You can copy these down if you would like. Now lastly, I would not recommend that you actually make this build unless you have the VC to spare. Guys, there's only 1 month left until 2K26 comes out. Please do not buy VC to make this, that's a little silly. If you have the VC to spare, it'll end up being probably right around 370,000 VC to upgrade it all the way. This could be a fun build to try out. I personally do not have this much, so I will not be showing you gameplay of it, but trust me guys, these badges are elite. The animations you can get are very good. I have used them on many other builds in one fashion or another, but this is the first build I have either seen or made myself that hits all of the thresholds required for this build. And honestly, the only thing stopping you on this build is player input and the servers, but you know, that's always an issue. This is 2K. So that's going to be all for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.